Hi, y'all.
Oh,
Hey, what's
geez.
going on, guys? What's going on?
All right, guys, we really need to pick a topic for this project. What do you guys think we should do?
Why don't we do gravity?
Wait, I don't think that's a good idea. How about conservation of energy?
Oh, you mean total energy equals total kinetic energy plus total potential energy?
Uh, that sounds great and all, but can you prove it to me maybe? I don't think I really understand.
Yeah, of course. Here, let me show you with this falling object.
We're going to show you this in motion now. We will measure the kinetic and potential energy at 3 points while the textbook is falling, as well as the top and bottom. We will show you that the potential energy at the top is equal to the kinetic energy at the bottom, as well as the sum of the kinetic and potential energy at different points throughout the fall.
You can see us dropping this object, which was a textbook. At the top of the fall, it only has gravitational potential energy, which is due to its mass, its acceleration due to gravity, and its height off the ground. After we drop it, it has both gravitational and kinetic energy, which is energy in movement. However, the sum of the gravitational potential energy and the kinetic energy while it is falling is equal to the total gravitational potential energy at the top, as well as you can see here in a moment, the total kinetic energy at the bottom. This shows the conservation of energy. Does that make sense now, Cameron?
That I don't think I get it still. Is there any way another way you could show it to me maybe?
Yeah, here's another example of conservation of energy.
Okay, so here we have a spring with a spring constant of K, and we have a weight that's 20 grams. So when we attach this spring, so as the spring oscillates, also weight oscillates up and forth between the spring, it's converted from potential to kinetic energy. So here we're going to show an experiment that the energy is converted and conserved.
As you can see from the graph of potential and kinetic energy, the potential and kinetic energy oscillate as the spring moves up and down, inversely of each other. So when the spring is at the bottom, it has 100% potential energy and 0% kinetic energy. When it's at the top, it has 100% potential energy and 0% kinetic energy. But when it's in the middle, the spring has 100% kinetic energy, 0% potential energy. And we can see as they move up and down, they're inverse of each other. So when the kinetic energy is high, the potential energy is low. Does that help, Cameron?
All right, I think I understand it now, but why is it such a big deal? It's not like it really affects me or anything.
Well, actually, conservation of energy is incredibly important in everyday life and serves a lot of purposes. Energy isn't only transferred in position-based potential energy to kinetic energy, it can also be transferred into other forms. It can be converted to and stored as electrical, chemical, and other forms of energy.
Yeah, one example of this is with hydroelectric plants.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that, where the kinetic energy from the moving water is transferred to move the turbines, which then generate energy that can be stored and used to power our homes. There are over 3,500 hydroelectric dams in the world, and in the U.S. alone, these dams supply 6.6 of the total energy, which is 38% of all renewable energy.
Yeah, this principle is applied to most renewable energy sources. We use the kinetic energy of nature to essentially power our daily lives.
Okay, I think I understand it now. So when I throw this pencil in the air, at the top it has potential energy, but at the bottom it has kinetic energy. But during that whole process, the energy stays the same, so the total energy never changes. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, awesome, guys. I think this sounds really good, and I think we should do this for our project.
I agree.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. Sounds easy,
You again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you